Physically, it was my burst. When I walked onto the campus at Austin, I became intoxicated with the tradition and the history. Just all the pieces really, really fit. I couldn't imagine spending the next 4 years anywhere else.
But as a freshman, the game that everybody will remember was when he went over to College Station.
I remember hearing Texas talk about Texas A&M. At the time, the defense was known as a wrecking crew.
Hands it off to Ricky Williams, running hard to the goal line, touchdown!
Game started off and called a little draw play, and I broke a tackle and went up the sideline for like a 34-yard run or something and scored a touchdown.
Ricky just took over that game physically. I mean, he just physically dominated the game. To go into an environment like Texas A&M and to play like you're a senior when you're a true freshman.
I think I had 160 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I really surprised myself. But I think that was my coming out party where I really, made a big impact on the program. Physically, it was my burst.
I don't know who that is, but they need to keep him on the field all the time because this boy can run.
On the field, he was like a caged tiger. I mean, you got that ball and his explosiveness. It was incredible. I mean, he was fun to watch.
I don't look at myself as really being a great running back. I look at myself as being a very good football player who happens to play running back. I felt empowered as a leader.
The thing that people didn't realize about him was how important it was for him to leave not only a legacy as a player, but a legacy as a winner and to win championships. So when Mack Brown came here in 1998, it was done. He was going to come back for his senior year.
Ricky came in and said, "Coach, I'll come back if we can win. I do not want to leave Texas with this taste in my mouth in a 4-7 season." And he really said it wasn't about the Heisman Trophy. It wasn't about anything other than making sure we right this ship before we leave.
And for the first time, I felt empowered as a leader. He really put me in a position where I felt like I would have a big impact on what was going on, not just on the field, but off the field. I have to score,
To break the all-time rushing record. It's a 20-year-old record that, he had kind of set his goal on before the year.
Going into that game, I needed 62 yards, so I don't think it was a question really of if I would break the record. It was more or less how the record would be broken.
Anybody who knows Ricky knows kind of about the theater of the game. He looks at the field kind of as his canvas, and every time he's trying to make a masterpiece.
He did say, too, I'm going to do it in classic form. I'm not going to have a short run, Coach. I'm going to have a long run that can be on highlights for the rest of our lives.
Backs are offset, Brown and Williams.
And so the game started, and after every carry, they put up on the Jumbotron how many yards I needed. And then the play before I broke the record, I looked up and I saw that I had 11 yards. And I think inside I decided this would be the play that I broke the record.
And it's good for the first down for Texas. Handoff, Williams up the middle, running for yardage. He's at the 50.
Got a great job by the offensive line. Fullback did a great job. The receivers did a great job blocking. I hit the crease, I broke a tackle, and then I remember getting to the open field and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm going to break the record. I have to score. I barely fell into the end zone, and just that moment was very surreal.
I had the fortune to be at the game when he broke the record, and once you have an opportunity to be down on the field and you see the speed that's involved, sitting in the stands really doesn't give you that. The type of power that he ran with and speed was an unbelievable combination.
It wasn't about me breaking the record, it was just about sharing it with the 81,000 fans in the stands and everyone who really believed in me. 4 years at Texas were by far the best 4 years of my life. Every time I look back, it was really like a storybook, and breaking the record like that and winning the Heisman was just icing on the cake. But the whole experience there was so incredible. Ricky Williams, running back, the University of Texas.